Time now for Jordan's Rules. I've learned a thing or two about relationships, so I'm sharing my wisdom about the dating scene with all of you lucky people out there. I know Felicia loves this segment, as does Danielle. So let's get right into it. Katie from River North asks, should I tell my fiance that I hooked up with my female friend before we met? Okay, Katie, I see you on that. Katy Perry, you kissed a girl, you liked it. Okay, so I had to think about this one, and it's a really easy solution. You can tell him if you want to, if that's kind of how your relationship is set up, but it shouldn't affect anything. If you are my girlfriend, Katie, and you come to me and you say, I kissed a girl, well, it was before me, okay? And it doesn't impact anything with our relationship. I fell in love with the person you are, not the things you did before, because guess what, Katie? You don't want to know what I did before you. That's what it comes down to. People lived a life before they got into a relationship, and it's not like anything that's criminal or anything that's immoral. You had some fun. You got a little wild. I think that's kind of fun, because that's probably the person that you fell in love with, Katie, or the guy fell in love with you, Katie, because you're fun, you're spontaneous, you're in the moment, you live in it. I'm sure that's something he embraces and loves about you. I see no real issue with this one. I think this is something that if you do have a relationship set up where you have honesty and openness, then sure, tell him. But I guarantee this, Katie, it's not going to impact anything. That's a really easy one. Now, on the flip side of that, I do wonder if you wanted to get into the whole thing about telling him about other guys you had been with. That opens a whole new can of worms, because then there becomes insecurity, there becomes jealousy. It's a whole different thing. But ultimately, the baseline is he should accept it. Because if it's a strong relationship, he will do just that. Katie, that's a really easy one. All right, after the break, new fall fashion. Oh, wait, no, I guess we're going to toss over to my girls. That's right. We can talk about this one, right? Usually,
yeah.
I just shut it down and I give the advice. Right. That's all it happens.
And you are right. We don't want to know who you were before your girlfriend.
We definitely don't want to know. No, but my real question for you was about the guys. Like, do you think that women should tell their men about the guys that they've dated in the past? Because what if they see them out? What if they're still friends?
Yeah, that's what I touched on. To me, I think it's a non-factor that you kissed a girl before. I don't think that's a big deal, but I do think it becomes a big deal when you start to mention other men. Now, I would say this. If I see that guy a lot, I want my girlfriend to say, hey, I've been intimate with that guy, just so you know,
Basic
so you're around.
respect.
Because
what
then
if you see him once at a wedding? You're like, just so you know, we're
if I'm going to that wedding, this is what I always say to her. Is there anybody at this wedding that I'm going to with all your friends that I need to know about? I want to have it all out
So you
there.
do want to know.
And then she goes, yeah, that one. No, I'm just kidding. No,
I want to know too. The opposite way, I want to know.
I just think openness and communication in a relationship is huge. So just put everything out there.
Everyone has a past. Everyone has a history. So I get it.
Yeah, and these aren't like bad past. Like if you're like, oh, I shot a man like back 10 years ago, then in all seriousness, then it's a problem. If it's like a crime. But if you're just living your life, it's not a big deal.
Okay, that works.
Right?
Well,
so wait, hold on. You guys approve Jordan's rules for this one. You guys
I'm a halfsies.
You're not all in.
I also feel like I'm halfsies just because I don't feel like no one knows everything about me.
I hear you.
You don't have to tell your significant
Not your
other
mom, not
everything.
your yeah.
I always feel good about Jordan rules when you guys are like, yes, he nailed it. I feel like I kind of nailed this one. I'll get better next
it was
week.
good. It was good.